Hello and welcome back to another Sports Playground video, and today I will be discussing who I think is going to win the American League West. If you haven't seen my other videos about who I think is going to win these other divisions, then I recommend you go and check those out. But anyway, let's hop right into it with, in last place, the Oakland Athletics. They seem like they've kind of sold off all the good players that they had or lost them to free agency. They lost Mark Canha, they lost Starling Marte, they traded away Matt Olson, they traded away Matt Chapman. This is just not the same Athletics team that they were last year. I think they're opting for the strategy of, bottoming out so that way they can get more young talent to add to their roster. And moving into fourth, I don't think this is a bad team. I actually like the Texas Rangers, who I had in fourth, but unfortunately this might be a strong-ish division. I don't like that they've traded away Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. I'm a big Isaiah Kiner-Falefa guy, but he is no longer on the team. But in lieu of them trading him, or before that even happened, they got rid of, they signed, Corey Seager and Marcus Semien. So they signed some good infielders to their team, and I think that they're both going to hit well as they do normally, and that'll be a big help to a Texas Rangers team that just really wasn't that great. And hopefully they'll see some of their young prospects also come up and perform well in the coming season. Moving into third place, this team can never seem to put it together, and that's the Los Angeles Angels. It seems like every year they have someone that's just incredible. It's a Mike Trout, it's a Shohei Ohtani, and maybe this year it'll be both. And they have other players outside of that, like David Fletcher, who are just like, I like David Fletcher, he's a fun player. And this year they signed Noah Syndergaard, who I think will add and help, because their pitching has always seemed to have been the problem for them during this Mike Trout era for them. They haven't been able to get good pitching, and I think Syndergaard can help with that to be at least an above-average starter. He hasn't been the same guy over the past couple of years that he was the first few years of his career, but that's all right. All they need is him to be above average, and that would be a huge help to them. And moving in second place, I have the Seattle Mariners. So I am a believer in the Seattle Mariners. I was really rooting for them a lot last season. They were so close, but so far to making it to the playoffs, but that's all right. I think this is their year that they snap a 21-year playoff losing streak. They picked up, or they kind of swindled the Reds for Eugenio Suarez and Jesse Winker, and they signed Robbie Ray. I think this is just going to be a better team. They've spent their assets well to acquire players that are just good at baseball, which is something that they have not done in the past. I'm talking about something like signing Robinson Cano to a huge deal, and then he wasn't really the same incredible player that he was. I think that this team's going to be same sort of team that they were last year, just better. I think that they can compete for a wild card spot this year. And finally, and in first place, I have the current American League champions, the Houston Astros. Though I don't like the Astros because of what they did a couple years ago, cheating, I still do think that they're a great baseball team. They always seem to have good pitching and good hitting, and Yordan Alvarez, oh my gosh, he's an absolute beast. He cannot be stopped. And I just think that this team is hard to beat, and they have been hard to beat, and they will be hard to beat. And that's just the way the Astros built themselves, and they've done a good job. And anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.